hate after hate after hate.
因為我睇到嘅係憎恨、憎恨、憎恨。
And I asked God, I said, why would you give me insanity just to give me this?
但我又想問上帝啦，如果你要我經歷咁多痛苦嘅，點解你又俾我呢個臨旋風啊？
And that was a painful 2 years.
我就經歷咗一個痛苦嘅2年。
My trainer lived with me during that time.
喺嗰陣時咧，我嘅訓練員咧就同我一齊去分享。
And this is what he said.
呢個就係佢所講嘅。
After a bad game, I was so scared to talk to you.
我嘅訓練員同我講話，打得個唔好嘅比賽，打得差嘅時候，我好怕同你溝通。
We would just go home and play Dota without talking.
林書豪佢話佢自己咧就翻屋企咧，淨係玩 game 玩 Dota。呢度有冇人玩㗎？有冇話 Dota 即係網絡 game 啊 ？They play Dota also.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And I remember, and he said, that's all I remember from Houston.
我喺侯斯頓所記得嘅就係成日喺度打機啦。
And I remember telling myself, just wait. I need a new opportunity. Just wait.
我自己同自己講，等待啦，我需要一個新嘅機會。
And so I trained that summer. I trained like I've never trained before.
所以另一個夏天咧，我又再訓練啦，好似以往都冇咁努力嘅，就好努力咁樣訓練。
And I got traded to the LA Lakers, and I was like so happy. I was like, this is my moment.
後來咧，我就入咗呢個洛杉磯湖人隊，我就話好開心啊！呢個係我嘅機會啦。
But we know how that season went.
但我哋知道嗰一個季度發生咩事啦。
We were a national joke.
我哋就成為咗全國嘅笑話啦。
I didn't even want to go outside sometimes. I didn't even want to show my face in the city of LA.
我根本就唔敢喺洛杉磯嗰度咧去走出去啊，因為我哋打得好差。
And again, there was so much hate and laughter.
同樣地嘅，又係好多嘅被取笑啦、仇恨啦喺嗰度。
And I asked God, I said, how could you do this to me?
我又再問上帝啦，點解你咁樣對我啊？
And I said, just wait, I'm a train.
我又再問自己啦，同自己講話，等候啦，繼續訓練。
And so that summer I trained, and then there were times where I trained until I was lightheaded, till I was dizzy.
哇！搞到我咧嗰個季度，我不斷練習好努力嘅，直至我練到頭暈眼花。
And then I got to Charlotte, where we had a pretty good season.
後來咧，我有一個幾唔錯嘅開局啊，即係新嘅季後賽仲打得唔錯。
But in the back of my mind, I knew I wasn't a backup. I knew I was capable of more.
喺我嘅心裏邊咧，覺得其實我係有能力嘅，我係得嘅。
And I just said, all I need is that opportunity. Just wait.
我其實同自己講話，我需要嘅係一個機會，不如我再等候咯，
And that summer, I signed with the Brooklyn Nets.
咁後來咧，我就有機會去咗新澤西籃網，即係喺布魯克林嗰邊嘅。
And I remember, I was like, this is finally the moment I've been waiting
咁
for.
我就同自己講，呢一個係嗰個機會啦，最後我真係等到呢個機會啦。
And every single one of you guys who counted me out, I'm going to make you eat your words.
你哋都知道我之後發生咗啲咩事㗎？
And I remember that season, 3 straight hamstring injuries, missed over 50 games.
喺當時咧，我就缺席咗50場比賽，因為我嘅右大腿嘅嗰個筋腱啊就受咗傷啊。
And as that season came to a close, I couldn't help but remember thinking.
咁咧喺嗰個季度完結之後咧，我就一路喺度好多嘅思緒，好多嘅諗咗好多嘢。
Man, my whole career, I've underachieved.
我成個嘅事業咧，根本就做得唔好啊，做得好差。
I didn't even want to come back to Asia.
我根本都唔想嚟到亞洲，嚟到香港。
Because when I come to Asia, all the fans, they support me, but I don't feel like I deserve it.
因為你哋咁支持我，亞洲人都好支持我，但我唔覺得我配得啊。
And the fans, a lot of you guys, you think, oh wow, you're playing great, you're in the NBA, but deep down inside, I know there's so much more I can do.
你哋同我講話，哇，林書豪你好勁啊，你打 NBA 啊，你好叻仔啊！但喺我心底裏邊，我覺得我可以做得更好，做得更好。
And at that moment, if you asked me to choose a year to relive for my career, I wouldn't choose any of them.
咁如果你問我想揀一個年份去完結我嘅呢個球員嘅人生，我覺得我揀唔落手，因為我覺得做得唔夠好。
Not even New York, because in New York I only really played a quarter of the games.
就算喺紐約，我都係打咗1/4嘅球季嘅啫，都唔係話打得好特別好多。
And so after that first Brooklyn season, I had waited 5 years since Linsanity. 5 years.
我喺去到呢一個嘅布魯克林嘅時候，其實我係自從呢個林旋風，其實已經過咗5年啦，過咗5年。
The average NBA career is 4.5 years.
你知唔知道 NBA 球員嘅平均壽命係幾多？一個球員生涯係4.5到5年到嘅啫。
So 5 years is a very long time.
5年其實都好多㗎。
But I remember thinking to myself, God, I'm confused. I know I can do more.
我就同上帝講啦，我話我好混亂啊，好唔明白點解咁做。我覺得我可以做多啲嘅，打得好啲。
I know I can be great.
我知道我可以係做得好好嘅。
And I had a great summer of training, and that was the context for opening night of this past season.
之後我就好努力咁樣去練習，呢個就係個背景。當我去參與今個季後賽嘅開局嘅時候，就係我好努力咁練習啦。
And the game was going well, had about 18 or 20 points midway through the fourth quarter.
開頭都打得唔錯嘅，攞18至20分啊，咁啊打到第4節嘅時候咧
Go up for a layup, come down to my right knee.
我上籃嘅時候跳落嚟，我嘅右嘅膝頭哥砰，
The entire patellar tendon
成個嗰個筋腱就係砰一聲。
And I remember I was trying to straighten my leg,
我嘗試去伸展我嘅腳，
but I couldn't. My leg was just dangling, hanging.
但我完全唔得啦，係棘住喺度好痛。
And my entire knee, all it felt like was it was just hot.
我成個膝頭哥覺得好熱啊，好痛啊！
And I remember looking over and I kept saying, I'm done.
我就講一句英文，我 I'm done，即係我完結啦，我唔掂㗎啦，冇㗎啦。
And so we flew back to Brooklyn.
之後我哋飛翻去布魯克林。
And when we landed, I looked down at my knee, and that's what it looked like.
我就落機嘅時候，我睇住我嘅膝頭哥就係頭先嗰幅圖。
My knee was 3 times bigger than it normally was.
我嘅膝頭哥係3倍啊，比正常3倍咁腫啊！
If you hit one side of it, the entire side would just jiggle. It was filled with water.
你睇到有一邊啊，真係充滿住嗰啲嘅腫晒啊，好多水喺裏邊。
And I just started to cry.
我就開始忍唔住喊咗出嚟。
And my teammates wanted to give me space, so they left the plane.
咁我嗰啲嘅隊友，我啲朋友，佢哋就離開呢個空間，離開呢一個嘅飛機，俾我一個人安靜。
And my coach came up to me.
我嘅教練上到嚟我嘅身邊。
And he was just didn't know what to say, just gave me a hug.
佢都唔知講咩好，佢俾咗個深深嘅擁抱俾我。
And I remember crying, and I was telling him, I'm sorry.
我喺度喊，我話唔好意思啊，對唔住。
And from the airport, it's a 45-minute drive back to my apartment.
由機場嘅翻屋企嘅路程大概係45分鐘，翻我屋企。
In that car ride, I was just crying.
成程車我都喺度喊。
And I thought to myself, man, most people, they have highs and lows.
我喺度諗，喂，人生有好多人話佢有高低起跌啊。
But it really doesn't seem like my career has very many highs.
但係我諗我嘅事業其實唔係好多高潮啫。
I had Linsanity, which was really high. I had a couple good games, but 95% of my career has been low.
我有林旋風嗰段時間，有打咗幾場好波啊之後，但係我嘅事業裏面90%、95%都係一般嘅咋，唔好㗎。
And I remember thinking, if my career ended today, I wouldn't even want it.
如果你問我，如果我今日嘅事業就完結啊，我根本就唔想。
And on top of that, I had just experienced the biggest setback of my life.
之後咧，我就面對人生嘅一啲嘅低潮。
In the middle of my prime.
喺我嘅以為係高潮嘅情況，我就會係一個低潮。
Because NBA players, your best years are ages 27 to 29.
嗱，因為咧 NBA 球員咧最高峰嘅咧，其實係27歲到29歲嘅。
And I spent those 2 years injured.
你知唔知我嗰2年係點啊？全部都係受傷嘅時間，最高峰嘅時間就係受傷。
And on that car ride back, I was just crying out to God.
所以我喺嗰程車裏邊，我不斷哭泣，並且係向神呼求啊
God, why me? Why me?
上帝啊，點解係我咧？點解係我咧？
Why does it have to be so hard? Why does something always have to happen?
點解咁困難咧？點解呢啲嘅麻煩嘢，點解啲衰嘢係永遠喺我嘅身上發生㗎？
I work so hard, I do things the right way. Why can't you just honor that?
我咁努力，我 做正確嘅事，點解你唔去俾一啲獎賞我，俾我做翻呢個好嘅回報嘅？
And that was 2 years in a row where for 6 months I just trained.
喺2年裏邊，我有6個月成日都係訓練㗎。
And then the morning of the test, I get hurt.
喺啱開始呢個嘅開局我就受傷啦。點解會？
And there was just so much emotion, there was so much pain, there was so much heartache.
喺我嘅心底深處裏邊有好多嘅情緒，好多嘅無奈，好多嘅痛苦。
And as the car ride began to end, I felt myself getting closer and closer and finding more and more peace in my heart.
好奇妙嘅喺我嗰45分鐘車程慢慢翻到屋企嘅時候，我內心慢慢感受到一種平靜安穩。
And I said, God, if this is a route you want me to take, I'll do it faithfully.
我就同上帝講啦，如果上帝呢一個係你要我所經歷嘅，我會忠心咁樣行前面嘅路程，我會接受呢一個嘅挑戰。
And I went upstairs, I had my family waiting for me.
咁我翻上屋企，我成家人都喺度等緊我。
I gave them a hug and I hung out with them that night.
我同我屋企人好多嘅深深嘅擁抱，我亦都同佢哋度過一啲嘅晚上嘅時光。
And I promise you, if you were in the room that night, you would never have known something happened to my knee.
其實咧好得意啊！如果你嗰晚喺我屋企，你見證住咧，你根本冇覺得我嘅膝頭哥原來係受咗傷嘅。
And it's to this day, I cannot explain.
時至今日啊，我都解釋唔到嗰種嘅平安。
Just how much joy and peace I had that night.
我完全充滿住一種好喜樂、好平安喺我嘅內心裏邊。
And it really makes me ask, how could someone who couldn't even handle one bad game in Houston,
點解會一個人佢當時喺侯斯頓，佢連一次打輸波打得差，佢都接受唔到嘅喎嗰陣時。
that same person who in LA, every time we would lose, I couldn't sleep that night.
同一個人佢喺洛杉磯嘅時候咧，佢打咗好多場輸波，佢成日都瞓唔着嘅。
How could I recover from the biggest setback that I've ever experienced so quickly?
點解同一個人可以喺一個咁大嘅低潮、咁無奈嘅情景底下，佢有呢一份平安嘅？
And so going back to that one-liner in the very beginning, it's a relationship with God.
講翻開頭嗰一句啦，大家記唔記得？就係同上帝嘅關係。
And so if there's one thing I've learned this past season, it's this.
所以我學到一句嘅説話係呢一度以下嘅説話。
With God and with faith, your greatest obstacles won't be able to stop you from living a life of joy.
你心裏有上帝，你人生有信心，更大嘅難阻並唔能夠阻擋你有呢一份嘅平安安穩喺你心中。
See, I'm sure you've heard the gospel message before.
我好相信好多人都聽過福音嘅信息。
Jesus was sent by his Father, God, to come to this earth to die on the cross for our sins.
耶穌基督被呢一位嘅天父差派嚟到世間，獨生子去愛你，係為着犧牲去代表佢愛你。
On the third day, he was nailed to the cross.
喺第3日佢被釘十字架。
On the third day, he raised from the dead after he was nailed on the cross.
我意思係話佢被釘十字架第3日嘅之後復活。
And if we ask for forgiveness, we get eternal life and salvation.
當我哋願意去尋求佢嘅饒恕嘅時候，與佢重連結呢個關係嘅時候，你會得着永生、喜樂同埋呢個連結嘅生命。
See, but in that moment of my injury, this message meant more to me.
我話你聽，喺我腳受傷呢個咁困難嘅時候，呢一個嘅福音信息對我嚟講係非常咁重要啊！
Because I knew I was perfectly loved by God because he sent his only son, the greatest sacrifice he could give.
因為我心底深處知道，即使發生任何事都好，我嘅上帝完完全全嘅愛我，因為佢連獨生愛子都俾咗我啦。
And God's perfect love casts out fear.
上帝完全嘅愛除去恐懼。
And so on that car ride back, yes, I have underachieved in my career. Yes, I experienced that injury.
係啊，喺嗰段車程裏邊，冇錯，我係受傷，冇錯，我經歷好多嘅痛苦、困難、困惑。
But God's love for me never changes.
但係上帝嘅愛永不改變。
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to win games. I don't have to have the best grades. I don't have to do anything to earn God's love.
我唔使做好多嘢㗎，我唔使贏一個比賽㗎，我唔使搞啲乜嘢去得到上帝呢份嘅愛。
And the other thing that I saw was that in that story, when Jesus raised from the dead, it showed that God is all powerful.
喺第二樣嘢我學到嘅就係當耶穌基督佢死而復活嘅時候，我睇到上帝嘅能力係全能嘅，係超然嘅。
And that God has a perfect plan for each and every one of us.
而且上帝有完美嘅計劃俾我哋在座當中每一個人。
Let me tell you a quick story about Linsanity.
咁我同你講一個好簡單嘅關於林旋風嘅故事啊。
6 weeks before Linsanity, I was with the Houston Rockets.
喺林旋風之前嘅6個禮拜，我係同侯斯頓火箭一齊去打緊比賽。
And I knew there was no space on their team for me.
我知道咧喺侯斯頓火箭其實冇我嘅位置嘅。
So I remember I took all my shoes and my clothes out of my locker. I put it in a bag and I walked out the locker.
我知道咧，我攞晒我嘅儲物櫃裏面嗰啲嘅衫啊、嗰啲鞋啊，諗住即係執包袱走啊，離開呢個更衣室。
And I called my agent and I said, I'm done. Tell the Rockets to cut me. I'm done.
我同我經理人講，I'm done啫，我玩完啦，我唔玩啦，我要離開呢個侯斯頓火箭。
And my agent stayed on me with the phone, stayed with me on the phone for 1 or 2 hours.
我個經理人咧同我傾偈啊，即係挽留我講咗2個鐘。
And he made me go back to practice that night.
佢話：你今晚繼續練習。
I still got cut.
我繼續即係聽佢話啦。
But 6 weeks later, I had Linsanity in New York.
但係竟然經歷呢件事之後咧，6個禮拜後就係林旋風嘅發生啦。
Had I given up that day, I would never have experienced Linsanity.
如果我當日真係放棄咗呢個籃球，放棄咗呢一個侯斯頓火箭，我就冇辦法經歷6個禮拜後嘅林旋風。
But that goes to show you that God is fully powerful, that He does have a perfect plan.
我想話你聽嘅就係上帝係全能嘅，並且佢有一個完美嘅計劃，佢意念高過我哋。
And I'm not saying that circumstantially everybody will get Linsanity.
我唔係話每個人都會經歷呢種高潮，譬如林旋風，唔係每個人都會經歷。
Because as a Christian, it may actually be even tougher circumstantially.
因為咧，有時咧做一個基督徒咧，佢面對一啲環境可能真係咁困難都唔定㗎噃。
But a relationship with God makes sure that it doesn't matter what you are going through, you will still find rest.
我哋嘅信仰話我聽，無論你生命嘅光景、你嘅處境如何，你心裏可以得着一份超然嘅平安。
And that's a promise that I have held on to, and that's a promise that I had to hold on to during my injury.
呢個咧係即使我喺受傷嘅時候咧，我係捉緊呢個上帝嘅答應、上帝嘅應許。
And during those 6 months that I was in Vancouver, I was filled with joy.
喺嗰6個月啦，之後嗰6個月我去到溫哥華，我都係充滿住好快樂、好喜樂嘅心情。
And that joy came from God.
而呢份喜樂係從上而來嘅，上主而來。
And so going back to that one-liner, a relationship with God gives you a restful heart. I want to focus on the word rest.
翻頭先嗰句説話啦，我話你與神嘅關係會俾你一個平靜安穩、安息嘅心靈。但係今日我想專注喺呢個字 rest， 平靜安穩、安息呢個字。
And this isn't just for non-Christians, this is for Christians too.
嗱，呢一個唔單止係俾無論你信主唔信主都啱聽嘅呢句説話。
See, you know your heart is at rest if you live with joy and peace every single day.
嗱，你點知你個心係咪有呢個平靜安穩？就係第一，如果你日日都感受到喜樂、平靜、舒坦嘅呢種嘅感受，你應該係喺呢個平靜安穩嘅境地。
And on the other side, on the flip side,
調翻轉咁講，
fear, worry, and stress.
如果你有恐懼，你有擔心，你好常有壓力嘅。
See, and the injury proved to me the difference between who I was when I lived in fear and who I am today living in joy.
嗱，咁我受傷咧就俾我睇到，究竟我係活喺嗰種恐懼啊，我好驚青咁樣，好擔心，定係我活喺一種舒坦嘅、好舒服嘅喜樂裏邊咧
See, I sometimes describe my career as I am stuck in this glass case.
嗱，有時我會咁樣形容我嘅事業㗎，我好似喺一個嘅玻璃盒裏邊咁樣。
And outside of this glass case, I see so many people, friends and teammates, and they're all walking along this path of life.
嗱，咁我喺個玻璃盒裏邊咧，我就睇到啲咩咧？我睇到好多嘅隊友啊、朋友啊、身邊嘅人，佢就經過呢個玻璃盒啦。
And they're taking steps, and they're moving forward, and they're getting better.
嗱，佢哋嘅人生咧越嚟越好啦，佢哋行去人生嘅旅程啦。
But I'm in this glass case, just watching everybody go by.
但係我就困喺呢個玻璃盒裏面，見到人人都係經過咗，甚至乎越做越好。
I'm in that glass case. I'm working, I'm training, but it's not really doing anything.
但我喺呢一個玻璃盒困住喺裏面，我一路練習，但係我唔覺得我做咗啲乜嘢。
And the worst part about this glass case is everybody can see inside.
你哋知唔知最慘嘅係咩？就係我呢個玻璃盒裏面，人人都睇到我㗎。
So when I have a bad game, when I have an injury, the entire world sees it.
譬如話我打一場打得唔好啦，又或者我受咗傷啦，全世界都會談論，全世界都睇到我失敗。
And those people all around me, those people walking by, they laugh, they hate, they mock.
你身邊嘅人，佢哋經過竟然喺度笑啦，喺度玩我啦，喺度話取笑我咁樣。
But even in that moment, when I'm stuck in that glass case,
我話你聽，即使我被困喺呢個玻璃盒嘅時間，
I'm here to tell you today, my heart is at rest and I have tremendous joy.
我想同你哋講，我嘅內心感受到呢份安息，呢份嘅平靜安穩，甚至我有一種嘅喜樂。
And if that's how you feel, you can also find that joy and that rest.
嗱，如果你都願意嘅話，你都可以活喺呢一種嘅喜樂當中，與神連結喺呢個喜樂當中。
And as I go into next season, everyone always asks me the same question.
嗱，咁我都準備打下一個球季啦。你知唔知好多人問我一條問題係咩咧？
Are you afraid of re-injuring your knee?
佢哋就問我啦，你驚唔驚再整傷你嘅膝頭哥啊？
Are you afraid that you'll never be the same? Are you afraid that your best years are behind you?
你驚唔驚你已經大不如前啦？已經冇咁當打當擲啦？你驚唔驚你已經最好嘅時光已經過去咗啦？
See, there's a big cloud of uncertainty hanging over me.
其實人生咧真係我嘅心裏邊咧有好多嘅未知之數，我都唔知之後係點。
But even as I go into next season, I can tell you one thing: because my heart is at rest, I can play with boldness.
嗱，我話你哋聽啊，即使將來我係未知啊，即使我之後係點我都唔知，但係因為我心裏有呢份嘅安息，呢份嘅平靜安穩，我有一份嘅勇氣喺裏邊。
See, we watch in basketball. Maybe let's say one team is up 10 points in the fourth quarter.
嗱，打個比喻啊，譬如話籃球有一個嘅團隊咧就贏另一隊超前10分㗎啦。
Oftentimes, the team that's ahead, they lose their lead because they play to not lose.
嗱，好多時候咧，嗰啲領先10分嘅嗰啲隊伍咧，佢哋就話，佢嗰種打法就話，我唔輸就得㗎啦，保持住領先10分，我唔輸就得啦。
They play to protect their lead rather than playing to grow their lead.
嗱，佢哋就係打咧，就話我保住嗰10分，就唔係話繼續贏多啲啊，唔係攞多啲分數。
And that's playing out of fear.
呢一種咧就叫做喺恐懼中打波啊，我覺得。
But a restful heart gives you the boldness to play to win in your life.
但係一個勇氣嘅心喺你個內心，係話你聽，你可以人生中你可以勝利嘅，你可以打得更好嘅你嘅人生。
And so as I go into next season, I'm not playing and living in fear.
所以我即使要打下一個球季嘅時候，我林書豪話你哋聽，我嘅內心並無恐懼。Give a clap to our Jamie Lim, encourage him. That's God's power in us.
And one quick question for you guys is: if you're living in fear, you constantly ask the question, "What if?"
我哋點樣去測試我哋嘅內心咧？你知唔知自己係咪喺恐懼裏邊咧？如果你哋嘅內心成日問萬一
What if I never got hurt? What if I get hurt next year?
萬一下年我又受傷啦，萬一如果我冇病咁又點咧嚇？
But if you live in joy and you live in peace, you start to ask, "What now?"
如果你嘅內心充滿喜樂，如果你嘅內心充滿平安，你其實係會問：而家我要做乜嘢 ？What now？
And I know Hong Kong is a difficult place to grow up in sometimes.
我知道咧，香港有時咧，即係喺一個困局裏邊，都係好困難嘅喺香港。
I know there's people in this crowd today. It doesn't matter what age you are.
我知道喺當中嘅一啲人咧，無論你係咩嘅年紀，
Some of you feel hopeless. Some of you feel helpless. Some of you feel stuck in a glass case.
可能你哋覺得絕望啦，或者你哋覺得冇人幫到我啦，甚至乎好似書豪一樣，覺得你喺一個嘅玻璃箱裏邊都喐唔到咁。
Maybe I work hard in school. Maybe I get good grades, but it might not matter.
但可能你話你好努力啦，你攞到個好嘅成績啊。
Maybe I get a good job, but it won't ever be enough because real estate is way too expensive.
甚至可能你好努力工作啊，但係你都達唔到你嘅心裏嘅目標，因為喺呢度嘅樓價好貴啊，好多嘅困難啊。
Maybe I've spent my life, I've acquired a lot of things, I've achieved a lot of things, but deep down inside, I don't feel fulfilled.
但係甚至乎你已經得到好多嘢，你好叻仔，你好成功，但係你嘅心裏邊你感覺到一種空虛唔滿足。
But at the end of the day, you are fully protected by God.
但我話你聽，到最終啊，其實上帝係完完全全嘅保護我哋、愛我哋㗎。
And that's what I learned through my injury is that God's love is bigger and better than anything I could get in this world.
呢個喺我受傷嘅時候學到一個功課，就係上帝嘅愛比我一切嘅處境、我嘅受傷更大啊！
This is a very truthful statement here.
呢一個係好真實嘅一句説話。
In the height of Linsanity, when I was the most popular person on the planet, I was more empty than I am today, having experienced the biggest setback I've ever had.
我話你聽，喺林來芳全世界都覺得我好叻嘅時候，其實我內心都係有空虛嘅。但係竟然喺我認為係一個低谷嘅時候，我內心充滿住上帝而來嘅嗰種平靜安穩，嗰種嘅滿足喎。
And so I want you guys to ask yourself,
所以依家我想在座嘅觀眾，你自己都問自己一個問題：
are you someone that constantly is worried and stressed?
你哋係咪成日都有一啲嘅擔憂啊、壓力嘅咧？
I'd like to ask this question to the parents as well.
我甚至想問當中嘅家長，
Or are you someone that is constantly at peace, at joy, at rest?
你哋當中嘅人係咪常常有呢份平靜、安穩、無懼怕嘅一個感受咧？
When you walk into a room,
當你入到呢個嘅地方，入咗間房，
does everybody feel your joy?
係咪人人都感受到你呢份嘅快樂、呢份喜樂嘅咧？
Or do they see and feel the weight of the world on your shoulders?
但係淨係佢哋成日覺得你哇好沉重啊，好多壓力喺你嘅膊頭嗰度嘅咧？
And do your classmates, do your kids, do your parents, do your friends, do they feel that?